If you guys looking to pick yourself up some cheap Microsoft points, PSN codes, or anything like that to stock up for FIFA 16, then check out g2a.com. They're also great for cheap PC games and other great stuff, so check the link down below and use TGC free for a discount. What's up guys, Curtis here and welcome to a brand new FIFA 16 confirmed transfers video. Today we have a pretty jumbo packed one. There is a lot of big transfers in this one and quite a few random free transfers as well. It's some really good players making some moves and especially ones that will be a lot of fun to use on FIFA. But nonetheless, before we get stuck into it, what I do want to say is if you guys could smash 1,000 likes this episode, that'd be amazing. It takes a lot of time to put these transfer ones together, so that'd be great. But without any further ado, let's get stuck into it. First up, we have the player that's moved to the Barca reserve team, or Stoke as most people call them. They're known for their long ball play, but at the moment they're buying every ticky-tacky player they can find within a reasonable fee. They've picked up Afellay this time. It's going to be a very interesting one. See how he's going to work. Obviously, they've got Arnautovic as Boyan already. They're going to be a very fun side to actually watch next season, and for their reason, I'm kind of looking forward to it. They're going to be a fun side next year. Next up, we have Ayew, the second of the Ayew brothers to move to the Prem. Obviously, Jordan has already moved to Swansea, and Andre Ayew has now moved to Villa for 8 million. I think, honestly, Swansea got the better of the two, and for 8 million less as it was a free transfer. But nonetheless, Andre Ayew could be a good player for Villa. Obviously, Vyman is going out on loan, I think. Benteke's gone to Liverpool, so it could be a very good player. And talking to Benteke, 32.5 million it cost Liverpool to bring in to them, I guess. 32.5 mil, like I said, release clause. They activated it in the last week or so. I don't really know much about the deal other than that, but I think it's going to be a very good one. I know it's quite an expensive player, but if he goes well for them, he'll definitely be far effective, like the sort of player they've needed for a little while. Next up, we have James Chester. He's made the move from Hull to West Brom. I think Hull have kind of got a good deal out of this. James Chester is a top player, but 8 million is a lot for a centre back that's just been part of a side that's gone down for conceding a few too many goals. So I think 8 million, I'm not sure if that's the best sign or not, but nonetheless, West Brom could be one of those players that is very key to them staying up next season. You never know. Next up, we have Lassana Diarra. This guy has played for just about every club in football, but he's made his move now to Marseille. He's been out of football for a few months due to contract issues over in Russia, but a free transfer to Marseille. It's going to be very fun to use an ultimate team if he keeps that pace and a bit of physical about him too. But if not, it'll probably be one of the many French DMs that is actually on the game, because there is a ton. Next up, we have Didier Drogba. He's made the move to Montreal Impact. I've put him down as a free transfer. I'm pretty sure that's what it is because his contract did expire, but I don't know if they've paid any compensation or anything like that as part of the deal. Obviously, he's had a fantastic career at Chelsea and he's been around a little bit as well on top of that. Galatasaray, China, etc. But going to the MLS, one of many amazing players, legends even, that are playing over there. Next up, we have Garba. This one's an interesting one. Everton fans seem to be outraged about it because they felt like maybe he might break into the squad. The Luke Shaw lookalike has kind of been involved in pre-season a lot, and a lot of Everton fans are really big fans of him. So it's going to be interesting to see how he does over in the Championship on loan at Fulham. Hopefully for his sake, I kind of like him. He'll be getting some first team football over there and could maybe progress. Next up, we have Felipe Luis. Just 374 days, I think it was, after signing for Chelsea, he's back at Atletico Madrid. I originally thought he was going there on loan, but apparently he signed a 4-year deal there. He wasn't happy at Chelsea, not getting the game time, and he's wanting to return back to the club where he won many things and was a big player and a big part of all their success. Next up, we have Ricardo Quaresma. I've got it down as 3.5 million. That's what it seems to be reported. An amazing signing, I think, going back to Besiktas for their sake. Obviously, they've lost their Mabar this year, but a big player in Quaresma who had a fantastic season for Porto. And in my opinion, definitely still has got it. 3.5 mil, great signing indeed. That cheap is the sort of player they need. And the Turkish League are really bringing in some cool signings nowadays. Next up, we have Sasha Rifa. This guy, I'm sure you may know, he's been around a bit recently. He was at Fulham a couple of years ago, but he signed for FC Schalke for an undisclosed fee. I think it'll be good for the German to get back there. If he can get some regular game time as well, he may break back into the German national side, especially with a spot occasionally opening up at right back in the German side. Obviously, Lahm's playing more centrally. They do have a few defenders, but he could make it in. Next up, we have Sergio Romero. This guy's on a free transfer from Sampdoria to United. This could mean that David De Gea is on the way out. if Romero does become the #1 goalie for United. We don't really know how it's going to work. They could still be in for many other goalies. I mean, there's still rumours about Laurie, but he could end up just being a backup to De Gea if De Gea does stick around. And a good signing again for a free like Valdez was. Next up, we have Sean Wright Phillips. The lad is back with his brother Bradley at New York Red Bulls. A good little signing. Obviously, they have space for another designated player with Thierry heading out. And I think if him and Bradley get a good link up together, it could be really exciting to watch them play. I'd love the idea of playing professionally with your brother FIFA as well. That'd be really cool. But an undisclosed fee and a good deal nonetheless. Next up is Arturo Vidal. In my opinion, it is one of the steals of the century. 28.5 mil for Vidal to Bayern is a great signing. He's a top player. I think, again, that was his release clause, which annoys me because I don't see why Arsenal wouldn't just pay the 28.5 mil. I'm sure he preferred to go to Bayern and had better wages there, but I don't know why we didn't even at least try and get him with the 28.5 mil. Next up is Andre Wisdom. He's gone on loan to Norwich from Liverpool. He was at West Brom for a little while last year. A lot of Liverpool fans were expecting him to stay, but obviously with Klein signing, that's a bit of a tongue twister. But anyway, with Klein signing, there's not really room for Wisdom in the squad. And he's gone on loan to Norwich now, so at least he'll be getting Premier League football. But that, boys, is the end of this episode. I hope you did enjoy it. Remember to smash that like button if you did. If we get 1,000 likes, that'd be absolutely amazing. Have a fantastic day, and I will see you all next time. Bye bye.